Capricorn Divine Feminines. This is a reading for the end of year, November to December, and this is a general reading for all Capricorn Divine Feminines. Do listen to your masculine sign as well as your rising and moon signs in case those resonate more with you, and I shall begin. I've already shuffled and blessed the cards, so I will start laying them straight out. So in the energy to let go, we have the Two of Wands. Energy to receive, we have the Six of Wands. Fire energy coming through here. And more fire energy. For the energy yet to come, we have the Eight of Wands. Very interesting. I think there's a strong message of progression coming through here, and the overall environment, the Ten of Wands. That's incredible. I've really shuffled these cards. Energy to receive, Justice card. Energy to give, Emperor. And in the overall lesson, we have the Star. Beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. Some powerful messages coming through here. I'm also going to just pull out some clarifiers. Interesting. Yeah. At the bottom of that deck, we have Torment that relates to the Devil card. There's definitely some challenges that you guys are going through. Let's see. I'm going to get to the bottom of this now. And I'm going to help you find the path forward. Huge change that you're going through. Massive, massive insights as a result of this change. At the bottom of that deck, we have the Magician. Interesting. So, in the energy to let go at this time, towards the end of the year, these are the messages that are coming through for you. So we have the Two of Wands. This really is about two whole people coming together in a relationship. The Seven of Water, the Seven of Cups. Some kind of confusion that you're feeling at this time around what you desire for this relationship. Feeling confused about how to move forward. There's been some kind of lying, betrayal, or feeling that way that has come about in a marriage or strong bond or relationship where a foundation has really been rocked to the core. And the message coming through is that this relationship that you're in is coming to an end, and it's a cycle that is ready to be completed. And that is why whatever you're experiencing at this time may feel like a huge challenge. But the message coming through is that this is no longer serving you. This relationship that maybe is very rooted in what others think, society, perhaps a marriage that is no longer coming from expressing who you truly are at your core, and the healing that needs to take place at this time in relation to this challenging partnership or experiencing within this partnership that you're going through. So this really is about a relationship that is not equal, perhaps some form of codependency or trust issues but it's basically pointing towards two wounded people that have come together and therefore not being able to create a union that is balanced and coming from that balanced place. But I am seeing here that you're going to achieve victory over what it is that you're worrying about. You're not sleeping at night. There's a lot of anxiety for you at this time. And I'm really seeing that from going within, the spiritual warrior relates to the hanged man, which is also here repeated again. So this is really about going within, doing the healing that you need to do to understand what it is that has created this in, relationship. What are the wounds? What are the deeper messages from this betrayal, from this feeling betrayed? What are the messages that are trying to come through from that, and gaining that deeper insight? And I'm seeing that you will succeed. You will succeed in overcoming this cycle, in overcoming these challenges, and understand that they are lessons that are just trying to show you something. There is this sense of being stuck, but actually a form of it is actually self-imposed. You're not really stuck, and you're actually really being urged to break out. Eight of Wands is related to the Strength card. 8, Lions. Again here, strength and vulnerability. Letting go of this suffering, of what's no longer serving you. Understanding that from letting this go, from breaking free, you can then build this new foundation, build a new foundation with stronger roots, where it really is truly a partnership of two people coming together, two whole people coming together, rather than the wounds that are inflicted when you are in this unequal partnership. And you will have this huge breakthrough. There is this moment of breakthrough, the Tower moment, where you are going to take a step. Page of Wands. You're going to take a step forward, a new step forward of letting go of this burden that you've been carrying now for a long time, this burden that is ready to crumble, that is no longer serving you, and stepping forward on a new path where you're being more true to yourself and truthful in your relationships about what you deserve in a relationship. The Justice card twice is really a strong message here, that this is a karmic cycle that you've been experiencing. They usually last about 7 years, but they can last longer. It depends really on whether you are learning the lesson or not, and how many times it gets repeated, these cycles, until we learn the lesson. Of course, there may be 7 relationships where you've experienced this betrayal story. The devil is really about looking at yourself, looking at your shadow, doing the shadow work, understanding these patterns or addictive behaviors of people that you're drawn to, and trying to understand why. What is this lesson that you haven't been learning? And it's about stepping into your power. 9 of Earth. Understanding who you are, who you really are, and what you deserve. And this understanding that you deserve so much more than what you've been accepting until this point. I do see that there is some masculine energy that is out of balance here. Maybe this betrayal has happened before. Maybe it's rooted in a more childhood experience, perhaps with a paternal figure in your life. But there is a beautiful new energy that wants to come in. Beautiful offer, potentially to do with work, something that's really going to help you achieve balance and independence and stability. So there's a lot of healing that's going to come from that. And that breakthrough that is going to happen, this healing, these wishes, there's a sense of your dreams coming true, these wishes being fulfilled. With the Magician at the bottom of the deck, there really is a message here that you can create the future that you want. This experience that you've been through, this challenge, you will break through it. And the key to that is to go within, to search within for the answers and the enlightenment and your inner guidance that will enable you to break out of this pattern once and for all. It's time to break this pattern once and for all, and to create a new beginning and allow this beautiful new energy to come in and be the star of your life. You stepping into your full potential. That's really what wants to come in and to be created from this new energy once you are able to allow everything that no longer serves you to just fall away. Just let it crumble. Let it go. Let the chaos go. I'm going to pull one more card for you as the overall guidance message for this reading. So let's see what wants to come through. Laziness. I don't really like this card, but it's basically talking about taking responsibility for oneself rather than allowing things to just keep going as they are. And that's really when the Tower appears, this tower that comes along to shake a foundation, shake a situation that you've not been wanting to face, not been wanting to look at. So this really is just about taking action rather than allowing yourself to be stuck. Again, this message of almost a self-imposed confusion and actually having the power to break through. But I'm going to pull one more. I'm not feeling that's the one. Morality. I mean, for some of you, it may be you who's in the third-party relationship, very possible, in which case it's just a message to break free, to be true to yourself and be true to your partner, because in that way you're all free and, having the courage to be alone rather than with the wrong person, so that you allow the right energy to come in, the person that you're supposed to be with for both of you. So, morality. Let me find this card for you. So that's equivalent to the Queen of Swords. Again, yeah, it's really about mastering lessons from challenging experiences, the strength that you reach through painful lessons and understanding them as gifts, as being part of who you are, the strong person that you've become. So reading from the Osho book. Unless awareness arises in you, all your morality is bogus. All your culture is simply a thin layer that can be destroyed by anyone. But once your morality has come out of your awareness, not out of a certain discipline, it is a totally different manner. Then you will respond in every situation out of your awareness, and whatever you do will be good. Awareness cannot be anything that is bad. The ultimate beauty of awareness is that anything that comes out of it is simply beautiful and right, and without any effort or practice. So rather than cutting the leaves and branches, cut the root. And to cut the root, there is a single method, the method of being alert, aware, and conscious. Morality has restricted all the juice and energy of life to the narrow confines of her mind. It can't flow there, so she really has become dried up. Her whole manner is very proper and stiff and severe, and always ready to see every situation as black and white, like the jewels she wears around her neck. The Queen of Clouds lurks in the minds of all of us who've been brought up with a rigid idea of what is good or bad, sinful and virtuous, acceptable and unacceptable, moral or immoral. It's important to remember that all of these judgments of the mind are just products of our own conditioning, and whether our judgments are applied to ourselves or others, they keep us from experiencing the beauty and goodliness that lies within. Only when we break through the cage of our conditioning and reach the truth of our own hearts can we begin to see life as it really is. So I feel there's a strong message here that this suffering, it's really self-imposed. There's something that you are experiencing that you're holding on to. And, it's your own perception of something being good or bad. And don't get me wrong, if this betrayal is something that you're experiencing, or perhaps something that you have impose on your partner. Perhaps you're the person who has betrayed. It's really a message that it's time to let this go. It's time to understand that there's no such thing as good or bad. We are all just human. And this tower comes along as a lesson, as a signpost. It's just to say, wake up, because the way that you were walking was the wrong way. It wasn't making you happy. It wasn't leading to any sense of fulfillment for either of you. And sort of making peace with that and understanding that there's no good or bad in the situation. And yes, people may have got hurt, but it's time to forgive yourself or forgive the other, and to just look forward and take with you these lessons that have come out of this, and just build a new foundation, build a stronger foundation from that inner insight that comes from this experience. There's going to be massive growth, massive inner growth and development from this experience, and moving forward from a much stronger place, building roots from a much stronger place. Very strong message here for you, my dear Capricorns. I hope that resonated. Feel free to book a reading if you'd like to go deeper in your specific situation, or do a personal reading completely for you from scratch. Much love.